Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Roblox GFX. These are some of the examples I have up on screen, and all you will need is Roblox Studios, Blender, and Canva. Okay, so first you're going to go to Avatar, Rig Builder, and then pick whichever kind of body you want, preferably in the R16. That seems to fit the best. You can tell that this character has nothing on it. If you want an already made character, like Avatar, go download, load character. No, go to Avatar, Rig Builder, and pick whichever one you want, preferably an R15, sorry, not 16, as it lets you be able to move the elbows and the joints and such. If you want to import an already made character like an avatar, you would get load character plugin and put in whoever username you want for it. I will link the plugin in the description. But this plugin's like really helpful for anything. I know that probably it's mostly used for animation, but I know a lot of GFX Maker may use it for talking about. So you'll be opening Avatar, Rig Builder, and preferably pick the rig as R15, as that lets you use to move the joints. If you want to import an already made character like an avatar, get load character, which we linked in the description, put the username of the person you want. For example, I used mine, and it imported my at that current time Roblox avatar. So if that person is in mid changing their avatar, well then you're gonna get whatever their current up to date avatar is. Um, if you don't want to you use an already made avatar, you want to make your custom, you want your own one, I just get your rig, take whatever else you want, like the hair, the face off, and all you're going to do is use quick insert to import the ID links into it, with the ID codes into it, and then you're going to drag and drop it into the rig, which will automatically connect it to the character where it's supposed to be, so you don't have to try to figure out where it goes. Some heads do not fit on it. Do not delete the head. I'm not sure how to change the head type, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But when you are changing your pose, after you change your pose and you're happy with how it is, then you can delete the head. That's what I do, but that does make it so you can no longer edit the character, I'm pretty sure, anymore. So make sure that is like your final, or have a backup with the head still attached. You see that I'm trying like a bunch of different things. I'm pretty sure I tried like 7 different hairs at some point or like that, 5, 7 of them. And like I just didn't know what I wanted. Usually I would go into catalog and make a character in there to hopefully have it look nice within here, but at this current time, I didn't really want to, try to go into catalog, get that done, and find all the codes and put it in. But you could kind of see like my thought process of like what looked good. I tried to see in different angles how it looked, and at the end, I ended up using this hair, which honestly, probably now not my favorite pick, but it does look good. Um, I probably would have liked to add more, but because it's a quick video, I didn't get to add more. You can change like the body color by either doing it how I did it. There's the two ways. I just prefer doing it the second way I did it. Then you're going to use the animation editor, which is going to let you pose however you want. Make sure to click whatever I clicked. I'm pretty sure it was the leave it button, and you're able to choose however you want your pose to be. You're not restricted like the rig, which you would normally put inside a blender. I personally don't like that rig. It causes me a lot of issues, and you're not able to pose your character as well. Like your flexibility is really limited. With this, you're able to do honestly whatever you want with it. You're able to move the limbs just completely off of the avatar, which you might be able to see me do with the hands a little bit to make it fit inside of the. I don't remember if it was this one or I might have done it with a different one. I actually think I did it with the thumbnail of this video. Um, but you can see like I'm trying to pose. I'm trying to make it feel a little more exciting, like the character's excited because they're a clown. I don't know. Um, After when you do your pose, you're gonna click anchor and then you're gonna click X and it should save the pose. If you did not click anchor, or if you did click anchor and you clicked X and it didn't work, or if anchor is already selected, then something's wrong there. After you will right click on the whatever name of the rig is, and you will scroll down and click, I think it's exploration, and it will have you put it inside of a file to like say that I should just put it in a file, have it each character you make should have its own file. Never put two avatars in the same file, or else when you load it into Blender, it is going to ruin it. So here we are on Blender, you're going to export wave font, the last one, second last one, and you're going to set your origin. Sometimes it will not be in the middle of the thing, so you just gotta look around and set the origin to the middle. You're gonna add a camera, or your camera. I do suggest to put it by 1,000 by 1,000, which you'll see how I change the settings of it in the video in a bit. But I'm trying to make it fit as much as the character. Sometimes people will just do it from the torso. I preferably sometimes like doing it from the entire body, including with something like this where like you kind of need an entire body for it. Each little part, like some parts of the avatar will connect and be one, like entire body will be one sometimes, while other parts at times it won't be. You can see that I'm quick rendering it in additional lighting. You add lighting, you're able to move it. I like using the sun because it lets you kind of place it wherever you want, and like it changes the view really really nicely. You're able to change the color as much as you want. I used to be really big into like red and blues, but now I'm more like neutrals. I did realize after that it was very yellow. As you can see, it's very yellow. I don't know why I didn't notice this before. But whenever you render, don't close your program after. Make sure that like when you're making when you're doing your finishing touches in Canva to keep it open just in case if you have to change the coloring for anything, like the lighting, you could just quickly change the color, re-render it, and then put it in Canva. Here I'm going to be showing you, I'm pretty sure, how to make the background transparent. Because if you're rendering right now, the background will not be transparent. So you gotta go to the little camera, you gotta click on film, and then it's gonna say transparent. Click on that, and then your thing should be fine. And you can see like if there's the black and gray checkers, you're good. Nothing's wrong. Uh, and then you'd click render, and then render it. Sadly, you can't see what it looks like when it's running with me. And here it is where I changed it to 150. Sorry, it's 1,500. I meant to click. That's what it should look like. And now you're gonna go into Canva. I usually just grab a like custom size 1,000 by 1,000. That's where I'm getting the 1,000 by 1,000 from. Uh, and 1,000 by 1,000 is a good size. You can see I did like 200 or 100. It makes the photo really small if you're sending it on any like Discord or something. It makes the photo really small and makes it really hard to see. So 1,000 by 1,000 is like a nice size. So you can go into your files, grab your render of your character, and put it down in your square. You're gonna realize that it's really like nothing's nice about it. It's just a character in a white square. So what I like doing is I like adding usually has a basic background. This one I'm pretty sure I did it as blue, like a really light blue. Um, and like sometimes you have to kind of see like what your character's missing. Like if there's a lot of pinks, you're gonna want to try to even it out with like the next color that is common in it. So example, in this one, there was a lot of blue, uh, yellow, and pinks. I found that the character already had enough white. I'm pretty sure I also added like white stars in the background. You see in later in the video. But you can already see like it already looks better. It's out from the white background, which clashes a lot with the hair, extra parts of it, like the mask, extra parts of the costume that already is in white. So it makes the character pop out a bit more. I'm pretty sure right now I am re-rendering it because I realized how yellow and how dark it is. If you need it to be slightly lighter or like you want it to color a bit, go into edit and then you should be able to put a filter over it, which will make it look a little more. You're able to kind of like uh, put it how you want it to be. There's a lot of different options. Um, you're able to like search up like spirals and stuff to put in the background, which I feel like most um, profile pictures that they'll have like the torso up will will always have kind of spirals. I like using the ones where you're able to change the color of them in Canva. The ones that you can't change the color, it kind of sucks because then sometimes you have to kind of edit it, or you either have to make it yourself, which I don't like doing. So this one, I'm pretty sure I make it with pink and yellow as well. Uh, yeah, like there's a bunch of things you can use Canva for free, like search like spiral, dots, like anything, and there's a lot of options. There's also a lot of GFX Discord servers that will also have like an assets part of it where you're able to use assets that people have used that have posted in there for your own stuff. You can also already see that the characters already popped out a little more with this really background. It makes them feel a little more like fun. I find there's tons of different other kind of swirls. I'm pretty sure like there's tons of stuff. There's for another GFX I used blood splatters. I just searched up blood splatters and there was some there. I was trying to put more confetti around it. Nothing really looked nice with confetti. It took me like I really wanted to add confetti and I realized that like I know there's already a bit around the character like all around the head. Uh, but like even on like Google you can find like any sort of overlays. uh, Make sure that when you are searching for it on Google, make sure you do change your setting to, I don't know where it is exactly, but your setting to make it where only transparent things will show up. Or even sometimes when you search up like transparent confetti overlay, not even overlay at the time, and like a bunch of stuff will show up. This is when I switch it from my from the really yellow one to the whiter one. You could already see a difference. Uh, and like it's already nicer. I do go ahead and edit it. So you click edit, filter, and then you could scroll through all the bunch of different kind of things. Uh, it will completely change the color of it, and the intensity will either make it where it's through the original or to the whatever one it is. I like that how you're able to have a scale to put it wherever you want because sometimes you want maybe sometimes you want it to be in the middle, and which like honestly is like sometimes you do need things that are in the middle. You can see there's a lot of my past GFX things I've made. Uh, I also have like a lot of overlays. I don't. I gotta go through them all. I do suggest if you're gonna use Canva for stuff, make sure to change your name to your overlays to like overlay or name it like star or something like this. I have stars, and I changed all the names to star. Uh, the stars on these ones were really low quality that I realized. I usually put them in like a 4x4, and just to make it smaller, if you see less of how imperfect it is, you'll see the black outline. I'm pretty sure someone just like eye dropped or something, or like lassoed everything or something like that, and just took like everything away. It looked really bad. um, but like there's a lot of different things, like a lot of different things you're able to do. I like the frequent pattern ones because those ones then you're able to like but like I would suggest if you're gonna use a background similar to what I use for the stars, always do like a 2x2 area. Like this is what I do. So I grab it, I find the middle of it, and I copy and paste it. But I also kind of turn it a bit, so it's not an exact copy of the other side. Uh, I do like I find Canva's really nice to use, but I do have sometimes issues with it, where like the spinning thing doesn't always show up. But honestly, Canva's a really good thing. I know that some people will use like Photopea, Photoshop. Personally, I don't like Photopea, and I don't have Photoshop. I don't have the money for that. But like anyone who needs like simple, including Ibis Paint, Procreate, those are also other like really good programs. I usually also group all of them together, all the stars. They look really nice all grouped together, and I kept on trying to do stuff with the stars. I don't know. I used a bit of sparkles. I'm pretty sure. Not. I'm pretty sure I had a bit of sparkle. But like that's like it after. I didn't use. Um. I didn't put down anything else other than my watermark. I'd also say make sure you put down a watermark on your work. Even if you're posting it on like TikTok or Instagram, you should always put a watermark just in case someone does decide, hey, like I can claim it. Because I've had someone where they uh, ask me for a watermark, and I make sure to like make or like not after my watermark, but they'll ask for something, and then they'll um, kind of like try to blur it out to make it look low quality, so like the watermark disappears. Also, if you have like for me, it depends on the colors, but like this kind of GFX, I always like to make to edit the colors to be popping out. So like this one is a very bright orange, and I will lower the intensity, but you can see it better. I can find because if you were to have it just normally as what it was before, it would have clashed way too much with all the colors, and it would have melted into everything. Sometimes I'll like put two watermarks on top of each other, or I will put one on the face or around the torso, and then one in the bottom corner. Uh, just so in case if for whatever reason they try to hide that one, then it's kind of harder to hide the other one, and you can easily track back how to, like, you can easily see the watermark if you were to have it beside or if you were to overlay it on top of each other. Um, so yeah, so you can find a bunch of overlays everywhere. Uh, like there's people who sell watermarks for like dirt cheap. Uh, there's tons of things you can do with watermarks and overlays and honestly anything. Some people I could honestly probably make a animated version of one where like everything else around it moves, but the character stays where it is. I think that could be kind of cute. Uh, yeah, I do tons of GFX stuff. If you do want to see my other works, you can check out my Instagram or my Twitter. My Instagram should be pretty sure it was in the intro, and it's also in the outro as well. Um, just go see me on there. I have a bunch of stuff there. You can see all the stuff I have. I don't post too much. I'm gonna start posting on there more. Um, but yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope I helped you. And yeah, I don't know what else. But I hope they enjoyed it. I hope I helped people, and I hoped anyone who's having a hard time with issues, this kind of solved it. I'm pretty simple with my stuff. I don't like using rigs. I probably won't do a tutorial on how to use rigs because I have to watch a tutorial how to do rigs still. And I've been doing this for, I think, over a year now. But yeah, so I hope everyone enjoyed. And uh, yeah, I will also be doing another tutorial how to do custom bodies, which is up on the screen right now. Coming out with a video of how to do custom bodies, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.